Okay, so as you guys can see, this is my Gary Carmine customs. So a bit background story. He decided to start fraying as soon as... This is what I hate about some customs I do, especially when I'm using soft goods in them, is that they tend to want to mess you around and embarrass you before you try and show them off. And I really hate that. So there's still bits fraying, but I can fix that, no problem. So this is actually my first Gary that I made. So let me just separate them for a minute. So this is the first Gary Carmine that I made. I made him during the first lockdown. I was bored. I really wanted something to do. So I just threw him together with a Triple H wrestling figure, some trousers that I found online. I made this jacket and this t-shirt. Sculpted the bandana and the hat out of Milliput. I used a Gears of War Judgment bared head, which is where you got these glasses, and some straps from old figures. This is where I kind of went wrong. I used the chest piece of an old Marcus figure to put on the back there for the Omen, and I wrote Grub Killer, but I accidentally glued the backpack to the jacket where it says Illa, so now it just says Grub Kill. Yeah. I made, well, I gave him the gloves of some other Gears figures, and I've done this little black armband. And I was happy with him, but my partner seemed, for some reason, she had this really big attachment to him. And she really wanted him, and she kept trying to like steal him out of my like figure collection, so I just gave him to her because it made her happy. She was feeling a bit low. So I ended up giving her this Gary, which I'll put there. And then literally today, it's taken me a while, but like quite literally today, I managed to finish my second Gary, which I am completely over the moon with if he didn't keep going wrong while I'm trying to present him. So it's always the same. It's always when you're trying to show off your work, something will then go hideously wrong. It's always the same. It's always the same. I apologize. I'm probably going to cut all this out anyway. Right. So, here we go. This is my Gary 2.0. Thanks to someone's suggestion on the Gears group, I didn't double check the fact that I had these trousers like I do on the other one, which is they were completely down to his ankles. Not realizing in the image he doesn't. He has them like cuffed up at the knees. He has these brown boots with black toes and this yellow like strap around the top of the boot, so I've done that. I've even done, it's not a great job, but I've added Clayton Carmine's helmet to his arm, which is where it's supposed to be. But I didn't want him to be an exact duplicate of what I'd already done there. So this bandana has some Milliput underneath it to keep it like a solid shape, but it's actually cloth that I've used. These glasses are sculpted because I didn't have a spare bared head, and I kind of like how they turned out. Same goes for the hood, same way I've done that one. T-shirt and jackets, pretty much the same way I did it. And then this is where there's some difference. I've actually done a blood variant. This is just a sticker that I've glued onto the jacket. I just thought it looked better. I can't paint that at all. I'm not that talented. So I just glued this sticker on the back. And then I did Grub Killer in red, in blood. The bag is actually not glued down. It's a lot more looser, so it fits the shoulder a bit better. I've done the blue lights up here, which is what you're supposed to have. I did write Grub Killer on his Lancer, and I've done the same thing for that one, which is I just added some Gears hands. So now this is the Gary that is permanently in my collection, and this is the one that I have given to my my partner. So as you can tell, I've definitely changed over time. I've done a little better with it, but I'm happy with both because he was still my first Gary that I made, so I was obviously happy with the way he turned out. But then obviously you can see I've gotten a little better over time and managed to do the Gary that is more closer accurate to the one in game. So yeah, I'm happy either way though, because both turned out great. Both look good. I mean, they're not perfect, they never will be, but to me, they're as good as I could get for the time when I started. And this is actually a good progression video, because it kind of shows where I practically started at the beginning of the first lockdown when the virus first happened, compared to where I am now after nearly 15, 16 customs in. This is where I am now. So it's kind of just showing that slight progression. So I'm happy. Anyway, take care. Hope you enjoyed this custom, and well, these customs. And I hope you look forward to more. See you all soon. Bye for now.